everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tori Brame. This is Holy City Mystic. Thank you for being here. If you would take a second, like and subscribe, I would love to see you back. So today we are going to talk about Eris at the apex of the yod. So I did all the planets and then I went back and did Eris and Chiron just because those are two significant points that a lot of people like to include in birth charts. So I wanted to make sure you also had that information. So with Eris at the apex of the yod, that means Eris is at the very tip of the pointy side of the yod. And she is quincunxing both of the bases down here. So first of all, you're looking at what Eris is in the birth chart. Eris is related to Mars in astrology, where she is the female warrior. She is the one who fights against injustice. She fights for women. She fights to have a voice. She makes sure everyone around her has a voice as well. And so she is the goddess of chaos and discord. But so much of her energy has to do with justice for the masses, justice for the people, where she is using that chaos and discord for good purposes, not just to wreak havoc on everything, but to destabilize structures that are not fair to everyone. So it's a very feminine energy. It's a very gutsy energy. So with Eris at the apex of the yod, you have two planets that disagree with your Eris. They look at your Eris and they're kind of like, don't really get you, don't really love you, you know, I'm not too sure about this, which just intensifies the Eris energy. And it intensifies that need to speak out, that need to be different, that need for higher truth. So depending on what house your Eris falls in, that will be primarily where this need comes out. This need to unapologetically show yourself, unapologetically speak your truth, because you know there are people around it thinking it, but you're gonna be the one to say it. If you have a child with an Eris yod in their chart, they're gonna be the ones that call people out on their shit. Like, I kid you not, they are not gonna like injustice. If you are ever wishy-washy as a parent, or if you had this in your chart and your parents were kind of wishy-washy, or just had like different rules, like, hey, this is a rule for church, this is a rule for at home, the kid with an Eris yod in her chart is going to call you out on it. They're going to be like, that doesn't make sense. Why is something right in one situation and wrong in another? It's either right or it's wrong, period. So part of something being at the apex of the yod is there's a lot of push and pull. There's a lot of, okay, I'm gonna speak my truth, but then with these two quincunxes, they're like, oh, that was too harsh, or that was too honest, or you need to sit down and be quiet during this situation. But then there's that need to go out there and be different, to raise awareness to whatever injustices you see around you. And so that is your purpose, to figure that out, to speak your truth, to get out there and upset structures that are not fair to everybody, to make sure the underdogs are also seen, to make sure nobody's getting trampled on or anything, least of all you. So it's very important to remember you're always going to have that conflict. You're going to have that push and pull of like, am I allowed to speak my truth? Am I allowed to call this out? Am I allowed to be the whistleblower? And the answer is yes, but there's conflict, making it to where it's hard to be that. It's not going to be easy. But that is the part where you show that to the rest of the world. You give that back to the rest of the world where they can benefit off your energy of speaking your truth and being unapologetically who you are, because it opens up gateways for other people to do the same. This yod is a huge gift and really hard for the person who has it, like all yods. But if you have this yod, you really do have a higher calling to bring justice to the world, to make sure there is equality and equity where there wasn't before. So if you have Eris as a yod in your birth chart, please let me know how it's going. Let me know any stories you have. I'm very interested in this, and I hope you guys stick around. I will talk to you later.